Hello, I'm Kads and welcome to today's video. I am hyped, we're excited because the moment of truth has come. It is upon us. It is finally time for the Yumeko Progressive Chance event. 15x on her. We've been waiting for this, saving up our Void Shards. I haven't pulled a Void Shard since like the Yuletide Summon Rush, which is like maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago now. So we've been waiting patiently, saving up our mercy for this exact moment right here. So let's see if we can get ourselves a Yumeko today. Now, of course, this event is coinciding with the other Progressive Chance events for all of these legendaries here. I think the theme is Perfect Veil for across the board, but these are the champions featured in the normal types of shards, but we're not focusing on that. We are here only for the voids. And of course, because this is midweek, there is no summon rush or champion chase associated with this. We can skip that section and we can jump right into our current shard count. So we have 513 on the ancients, 296 on the voids, 28 on the primals, and 62 on the sacreds. And I mentioned it a bit earlier that mercy is the reason that we are pulling in this way today. And you can see here that we are 162 voids deep, meaning we are 38 away from activating mercy, and then we will be 20 away from guaranteeing ourselves a void legendary. So we are guaranteed a void legendary today with the worst case of 58 void shards, or round up to call it 60. So 60, 610 pops, worst case, but regardless, we are guaranteed 100% chance to get a void legendary today. And if we dive a little bit deeper into the math behind this particular event, a 15x for a single void champion, you can see that we have roughly a 1 in 5 shot to get Yumeko when we get our legendary today. So without further ado, let's get into the pulls. We've got the space, we've got some cash, and all we need is the luck. We're guaranteed a legendary, but all we need is that 1 in 5 shot for it to be the Yumeko of my dreams. Here we go. First, 10 pop. Are we going to get it early? Because obviously, if it does proc early, then we just get to save voids for some future event, maybe some other progressive chance event or some other 10x or something like that, 2x voids. I haven't been participating in 2x voids for a while. Obviously, this is not a 2x on voids, meaning we're going to get a ton of rares, and I don't really need any for the Lady Mikage fusion, so most of these are basically useless. Let's keep it going. 20 deep. Here we go. Is this going to be it? Earlier is better, but I do expect to go all the way deep into Mercy. There's also chances to get a Boro from the summons here. I guess from the progressive chance. We didn't actually get her in 3 epics, unfortunately. But let's see. Baradol Fellhammer, really not that great of a champion. Friends of the Cackler, she can do like a little bit of HP burn stuff, but I don't really see her getting any play. And Weregrin, I already fused him as far as the Lady Mikage fusion, but nonetheless, he is part of that. So that would have been nice probably a few weeks ago before I fused up all the rares. But yeah, 10 pool number 3. Let's keep it going here. Again, we're still on the dry side of the thing there. Oh, there's the 25x proccing on a Boro, so we got her. She's the only option, so it doesn't really matter. Couldn't really choose something else. Scampos the Consumed, one of the most underrated champions for turn meter control because he can steal it on the A2, I believe. And he also has decreased speed on the A1 and then decreased attack on the turn meter steal ability. So really, really good for those clutch tournaments like Fire Knight or Spider, where you have to use Demon Spawn only. Reliquary Tender, obviously one of my favorite rares in the game. Wonderful cleanser, love her in Relentless. 10 pop number 4, which will take us just into the hot shards on the last 2. Again, we were 38 away from Mercy, and there it is, and it is Soulless. That is not Yumeko, unfortunately, darn. I mean, in fairness, 80% chance that it was anything but her. So that is unfortunate. And it's just before Mercy. So technically, we didn't actually hit Mercy. We hit that 1 in 200 chance here. But Soulless, he is formally one of the best defensive-based nukers in the game. But I have Stultus, who's arguably better because he brings increased defense on his own. And then I have Harima as well, who's just a complete badass when it comes to Arena. So I probably won't really use him, unfortunately. But he does have a lot of Provoke in his kit on 2 abilities. So he's actually kind of sneaky good for Hydra as well. A little bit of increased iteration of a debuffs as well on the A3 here. Granted on a 4-turn cooldown, chance to stun on the A1 defense, and faction crypts on the aura. So bummer? Question mark? I mean, he's new. I didn't have him before, but he's definitely not who we're looking for. I'm not sure he's going to see play because I can't really see an argument for using him over Stultus and or Harima. because I kind of use them depending on the situation. If I'm going against like a Madame Ceres or someone who can buff strip or apply decreased defense because he's immune to it, I run Stultus. And if I know I can protect Harima from some sort of buff strip, or I can just power up with Mithrala or some other increased defense champion, then I run Harima. Well, I guess on the bright side, we didn't have to go all the way into full deep on Mercy, so we do save, I guess, up to 20 Void Shards for some other future thing. I guess honorable mention here too, of course, Cold Heart, one of the best, if not the best rare champion in the game, still completely relevant here in the end game, even with the Cursed City. Gear Grinder, honorable mention, he's a reviver for the Ogren faction wars if you need him to do that job. And then Doomscreech is one of the champions who has increased defense and a turn meter fill, so he can be used, but he is very, very slow. I think he has like 89 or not, 95 base speed, so he doesn't scale super well compared to, you know, champions with 110 or 100 and whatever base speed. But if in a pinch, if you really, really need him, he has like a 30% turn meter fill with increased defense, so he can definitely do that job. So I'd definitely be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit disappointed with this result, but I do think that Solus will probably come in handy in the Cursed City, if not in this rotation, in some future rotation. So Void Legendaries are extremely hard to come by, and in fact, fun fact here, statistics for my account, I have a total of 9 Void Legendaries pulled over the course of my over 3 years of playtime, and I've pulled a total of 672 Voids exactly. I've kept track just because, again, Void Legendaries are so rare, so I am still above the rate. Majority of those are pulled during 2x's, so that's why I'm kind of in that vein. But regardless, I'm still well above the 2x rate with I should be around 7 or so on average, and I'm at 9 versus like less than 700 voids. So honestly, I can't be mad overall. I have a fair amount of Void Legendaries on my account overall, but today just was not the day to get a Yumeko. So unfortunately, it looks like Scratch is the only victor for today as far as getting her. But we're not quite done yet. I did have a special treat planned for if we did get Yumeko. I was going to spend my 1,000 coins here and open an Eternal Soulstone to kind of help out a little bit in the monster path. But we didn't get Yumeko, however, we're still going to do it anyway. So let's come over to the Mystic Market here. We're going to buy 1 Eternal Soulstone, and we are going to YOLO and yeet this bad boy and just see what we can get. I'm going to save the Mortals and Immortals for the next Soul Chase tournament, but in the case of this Eternal, I don't really get these that often, so let's just see what we can get for 7,500 points here, or monster coins, and it's an epic 6-star Chani, which I don't even think I use her at all. I mean, I guess I do have her apparently, but hey, well, we can sell the 4-star for Johnny. There's that. So honestly, I will say this as well, as far as like strategy wise. I usually keep epics if they're 4-star or above, and some 3-star if I might plan to use them in the future. And honestly, I think the Cursed City is a perfect example of where this kind of comes in handy. So if there's any stage, in this case, I think there's one where I'm going to use my 5-star Golden Reaper Soul, just because there's some Awakened stage where I don't need her on that squad. I can beat it with the champions that I have, but I didn't have enough Awakening stars to actually start the stage. So that is partially why it's reinforced my idea of saving epics 4-star and above, because generally speaking, for the higher regions, you want to have at least 4-star or above for the blessings on, or for the awakening level on your champions in order to actually qualify for the stages, particularly in Soul Cross. So especially you really need to average, because there's 5 champions, 20 stars, you need to average around 4. So that is my approach to keeping the epic. So we're definitely going to save the Chani, and maybe if I need her for some future state of a Soul Cross, Dead Rise, or Plague Home, we'll see. And yeah, there's 6-star Awakening that I can just get for free towards some sort of stage in the future. So let's see that. I didn't even realize that. We got 2-star for Solus right there. So that's Polymorph, maybe? We'll see. Polymorph maybe on Solus, at least 2-star guarantees that he gets the extra defense. I'm probably still going to build him as like a nuker, maybe see my leftover Savage and see what I can do. But yeah. Still a bit of a bummer overall, but I guess on both fronts. But nonetheless, hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. So RNG was not on our side entirely today. So that's going to do it for today's video. You guys finally got to see Mr. Hoarder have a little crack in his hoarding armor. As always, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this one in the future. We did actually just pass 900 subs on the channel, so we are 1000% on the road to 1000 subs. So if you do really enjoy the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button, help us get to 1000 on the channel, and yeah, we can go and grow from there. Thanks for watching and have a good one.